So Nathan and I were great friends in high school. We met around, grade 6 or 7, and I really knew him well in high school. Go over to his house with his family. They were all Italians. Have a great dinner. It was great. It was great. I loved it, and I really have fond memories of him and his sisters and all the great times we had together.
And so, where were you when all this happened last year?
I was driving to work. It was just a regular day, and it was just driving to work. Pull out the cell phone and wow, 50 missed messages, because nobody really knew who it was yet, and it was a shocker.
And so, what happened when you found out?
It was a great tragedy. My thoughts immediately went to his family, and we took it from there.
So, just being there as a sentry, it must have been shocking to know that someone could do that.
That's right. We don't think about that as Canadians. You know what I mean? We don't think that that something like that can happen. But what I think is really great about Canadians is that when we can't always control tragedy, but when it happens, we really stepped in and we really supported the family, and I think that's incredible. I think all the donations that were made, I'd like to say on the behalf of the military, we really appreciate that. I feel like the military really took great care of Nathan, and I think as a people, as a government, we did a really great job. And I saw his family just yesterday, and they looked great. Now, of course, there's challenges there, but they're recovering well, and I'm really grateful to the Canadian people, and it's awesome.
So, can you just tell me something about him? What was he like?
Yeah, so Nathan's story. What was Nathan like? Nathan was, he was a typical, Italian Canadian. He came here. They loved to eat Italian food. Dressed like, he would always dress really nicely, and those are my memories of him as a kid. Just that he was always kind of one step ahead of the game. 14, 15, I hadn't clued in that dressing nicely was important. He was already on the ball with that. So that was something that always sticks in my mind about Nathan. He was good with the food they ate, and he was, he had charisma. He was fun to be around. He was a good guy.
And so, do you have any idea how much he liked that job? Do you know?
Well, so I spoke to him just before he went. We were out in London, and he was stepping into a bit of a leadership role in the regiment, which I think was great, and it was showing that he was really developing as a father and in his profession, which I think is phenomenal. And with this, of course, he was excited. Ottawa's a great city, it's beautiful here. There's a great culture in the city, and he was looking forward to it.